for joining me today. Whenever you are watching this, know that it is divinely aligned and right on time. So, if you're new to me, how I work is I am a cosmic channel. To just put it simply, there's a lot more to that, but for right now, that's all you need to know. And I channel through, stream through a divine consciousness. And today I'm here to give a energy up level, and it is channeled through in the current energy that is happening on May 8th, 2023. But whatever is coming through is meant to meet you where you're at when you hear it, and you are meant to receive whatever you need to hear, because I also channel through your highest self, your soul, and I'm a bridge between higher consciousness and your humanness. So really my purpose here is to bring the unconscious to the conscious. And today I'm here to give us a collective message to up-level us all with whatever is going on right now within your life. We have just made it through a crazy time. This full moon that we just moved through, the Scorpio full moon, lunar eclipse, a million other things happening. I'm not here to say all the things, all the facts. I'm here to help you understand why you're feeling what you're feeling. And to be completely honest, I'm going through it all as well. And this is what's up. This is what's up. Up. I think I said up. This is what's up. The cosmos are calling us to step into our truth more than ever before. Those of us that are here to anchor, live, lead, and love in light do not get to play small anymore. Our lives, our things aren't working, aren't flowing. What we know is meant to be shared, and not what we know mentally, not what we know in our conditioned minds, what we know in our hearts and in our souls, what we know from the place of the programming that was put in us by our higher selves, our souls, the light that we are, when it entered into our human being. Okay? You are here for a human experience, but you are here as divine energy that you always have been, you always are, and you always will be. And that energy is being called home. And by that I mean as that energy is being called to make your humanness really see that this home that you are in is all that you have. It is your world. It is the heaven on earth. It is the everything that we're looking for outside of ourselves. And when we fully, truly understand and live aligned with the truth that we are on the inside, everything in our exterior world starts to align. But currently we have all been trying so hard to be anywhere and anything else other than what we are. And the reason for that is because what we are truly, we have been conditioned is wrong, is different, in a multitude of different ways. It's been not enough, too much, whatever it is that's making you doubt, shame, blame, guilt, whatever yourself. It is all due to you not understanding your power in the past, and that affecting others in ways that has conditioned you that you being you is wrong. And you need to see that you just didn't know better then. Okay? And that is the biggest problem that I am seeing within my awareness and all of my clients and everyone that I am currently connected to and working with is that we are all so afraid to show up and be who we are because we're so afraid of our power. We are so afraid of this light that lives within us because when we didn't know better and we just were us, things happened that made us store this belief and create and hold on to this belief and these knowings that it is wrong for us to be authentic, to be real, to be raw, to be true to ourselves. And we honestly, before now, a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us just had no freaking idea how. There wasn't space, or so we thought, to do what we're here to do. Now, if you're like me, and I know so many of you are, because the number one thing that I have people wanting to know from me is, what is my purpose? What am I here to do? Like, how am I going to feel fulfilled? Okay? Your purpose is you. And when you can truly understand that and stop looking outside of yourself and overcomplicating it, everything gets easier. But it's for many reasons that when we actually look at it, just seem freaking crazy. It is so hard for us to be us. And right now, what the cosmos want you to know is that it is time and you are safe. There is more than enough space and your light is needed more than ever before. And you don't have to figure anything out. You have to feel it out. And that can only happen in the moment, in the now. You being you in the moment, in the now, choosing yourself, revealing yourself, feeling like yourself. You know those moments where you just feel in flow, where you aren't questioning what you're doing, where you're so lit up doing what you love and people are responding to you and you're being received as you are. You know those times when you say or do something and someone's like, how did you know that? How did you know that that's what I needed to hear? Or you follow that urge or that inkling or that calling to do something and you're not really sure why, but for whatever reason that day you feel brave enough to like go to a new coffee shop or call a friend you've been thinking about or whatever. You just do that thing that it's been, you've been wanting to do. You buy the book that you've really been curious about reading and you don't really know why. You know those times when you do those things and you just fucking feel good? That is what I'm talking about. And that is the energy that we need to be in right now. And anywhere that you are not doing that you are not choosing to be in the present, in your purpose, which is simply doing what is right for you, the universe, source, cosmos, God, your higher self, however you see it, maybe it's all of it for you, they are not going to let you pretend anymore that you don't know. Because the light and the magic that you hold inside that is innately, divinely, sacredly yours is needed. And you don't need to know how, you don't need to know why. I'm going to say it again, probably 500 more times. You don't need to know. Because everything that you're here for, to experience, to share, to create, to birth, to bring into this world through being who you are, can only happen through you being who you are. No one outside of you knows your way. there's nothing wrong with finding and seeing and being inspired by people, by seeing people doing things that ignite something in you and you're like, I want to do that. That looks like fun. Or people saying things and you're like, that feels true to me. I don't even know why. I've never heard this before, but this feels true. This is resonating. Maybe it's even happening right now. And you are just feeling this calling that you can't explain. That is where the magic lies, because that is your higher self, your soul, showing you this is the way. This is the way. Because if there was a way that you've already done, there was a way that someone was doing, the answer would be there. You would know. You've spent enough time, I'm going to guess, searching and seeking and trying to find what you're here to do. And you found little pieces. Our highest self leaves us all the breadcrumbs in the dreams we have, in the people we're envious of, in the things we listen to on YouTube, on Spotify, the things that ignite our souls. We do a card reading and something lingers with us. We do, a tea leaf reading. We listen to an inspiring podcast, and there's certain things that just keep hitting us, that keep coming through. And they're gonna keep happening. And the universe, the more and more that you are paying attention, here's the thing, and I know this is true because I'm not the only one in my world that is validating that this is true, is that the more and more conscious we become of what we want and how we want to feel, and we start to reveal our own truth to ourselves because we're the only ones that can, and we pay attention to what around us isn't working, it gets harder and harder to live in the pretend, in the fake, right? It gets harder and harder to live in the roles and the characters, and it gets harder to put on the masks that we put on every day, hiding the truth of who we are. And then the next thing you know, you're just committed and pushing yourself to keep putting yourself out there on YouTube. And it's probably not everyone's path. For whatever fucking reason, my soul will not leave me alone until I do this. And it is not easy. It is not easy to do this the way that I need to do it, because it's this. It's the only way that my magic works is I need to consciously stream consciousness in the moment. I have no idea what I'm going to say. And I've been struggling, and I'm sharing my experience now because this is how I'm designed to lead and share my light. So if you're still listening, I'm going to guess that there's a lot resonating with this in you. So let's go a little bit deeper today. Right now, I have no idea what I'm doing within this YouTube world. I am doing my best to figure it out, because for 2+ years, it's this constant answer that I keep getting from my knowing that I need to do, but I keep trying to figure it out and, plan out my content before I show up here and have my title and my things all figured out so that the algorithm likes me and all that bullshit. Because I want to, if I'm going to put my magic out here, I want to make sure that it's received by who it's meant to. So I want to play the game and make sure that who needs to receive whatever I'm here to share gets it. So I'm going to pause right now and do the thing I'm supposed to do, which is tell you to subscribe right now, wherever the little button is. Just hit subscribe, like this video, comment below at the end, please, because it helps me get out there to whoever else is needing to hear this. I have been trying to find the way that I share the messages that the divine wants me to bring through. And it's really hard to be saying these things right now. And it's really hard to think about the fact that I may post this. So if you're seeing this, yay me, I did it. If you're, Oh, it's 16:16 is where I'm at right now in this recording. If you are here right now, know that those things that like don't make sense or that terrify the fuck out of you, it's time for. And you don't need to know why, and you can't figure it out, but it's going to bring something good in some way. And if you just get out of your own way and trust, as I am doing now, and I have been doing this in other ways for the last while, and it's working. So the one last thing that was just like haunting me, literally like I couldn't sleep, because it's just like, you need to get on YouTube. That's the final step, the final answer. I have my community over in Mighty Networks, our little Club Cosmic community that is just everything to me, and my self-mastery school, and I'm just so content with our little community, but I know that there's more of you out that are there that are meant to join us. And so recently I have had some new souls in my space thanks to our community sharing and bringing in more beings that are aligned, and it really woke me up. Plus, I also had a very near-death experience the other day and literally almost got in a head-on collision, and within a split second was saved. And I truly believe that it was the universe stepping in, and it was also that like ultimate wake the fuck up, do what you're here to do, and stop playing small. Anyways, I know that what we're growing and the community that I have created, called in because I was ready, and I did the work, and I had a lot of healing to do in a lot of ways for a lot of reasons that we're not getting into in this call, but it's worked in every way in my life. But there's just been this thing called YouTube that I can't even explain. It's just been there. So here we are, and I'm being completely honest, because I know that you have a thing. And anywhere that we are denying ourselves, that we are not allowing ourselves to show up, anywhere that we are playing small, means we are everywhere. So right now, you may have a lot of things. Most likely, I'm going to guess if you're here, you understand. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but you probably have some kind of at least understanding or curiosity around what it means to live in 5D, in the fifth dimension, and possibly have a understanding that we are currently, those of us that are more awake and aware and are ascending daily, are living in multiple dimensions, because it's all levels of consciousness, the third, the fourth, the fifth dimensions and beyond. It's all levels of consciousness. And there's so many of us that are waking the fuck up finally. So many of us that have been stuck in how I see it as the dark night of the soul, also known as the fourth dimension, in this place of healing and doing the work and, going deeper and deeper into our darkness and into our bullshit and trying to really find ourselves and free ourselves. And we've been here for so long, maybe, probably too long. And we know that there's more. We all understand that our souls came here with a purpose and that we are resilient as fuck. We have proved that we can get through the things and do the things. It's time to stop having to prove that. And the biggest thing that you need to understand right now, the number one thing that you need to understand right now to be living your purpose, is that the only person that you are trying to prove anything to right now is you. because you are the only one in your way. No validation, no approval, no anything outside of you is going to make you show up for you until you do the work to show up for yourself. And that takes going in and being honest with yourself and revealing to yourself, feeling into yourself what is stopping you. And it's most likely fears of judgment, of abandonment, of failure, of letting people down, of hurting anyone. Those of us that are here to lead and leave a legacy of light have a power that has always been here. And in the past, it may have hurt you, and it may have seemed to have hurt others because you didn't understand your power. And I will talk to more of this, calling myself out to do this in the future. I will talk to more of this in the future, not in this video today, because the big thing today to understand is that if you are still listening, if you are still paying attention, 22 minutes into this, that your higher self brought you here today, that you're listening to this call today, because you need to know that all of that happened on purpose, and that it is time for you to understand that you are here to enjoy your life and to enjoy your magic and your power and your light, and it is time to stop hiding. If you show up anchored in the light and the love and the truth that you are, however that means for you, you cannot get it wrong. You actually can't get it wrong no matter what. There is literally no way to get being us wrong. Nothing exists other than you in this moment. This is your world. You are here to experience all of it, however is best for you. And I know this may be a lot, but it's just fucking true. It's just true. When you can see that you are the creator of your reality, that it is meant to be all about you, and not in a conceited, narcissistic way where you're using others and abusing others to feel good about yourself or whatever. I don't know, whatever. We're not going to go down that road right now. Right now, it's all about you doing what you love. It's all about you following what lights you up. It's all about you making your reality everything that you want your reality to be. But it starts on the inside. Until we go in and connect to our truth and know how we want to feel and actually allow ourselves to be and do and live how we want to feel, our outer world is not going to match us. The universe doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you are. Everything is frequency and vibration. And we spend so much time wasting our energy, our consciousness on giving a fuck what other people think or may think if we show up as us. And it's the biggest problem, because what that means is there's too many incredible souls, which is literally every soul, not showing up as themselves. I see living people, okay? I see the highest aliveness, energy frequency of any being. I always have, and I always will. And I'm done hiding that that's what it is, because that's what's hurt me the most, is being afraid of the fact that this is my truth. And in the past, I have spent too much time looking for validation from others through trying to get them to see what I see in them when I didn't see what they saw in me, and I didn't see what I needed to see in me. And it's still a work in progress, very human, and spent 36 and a half years deeply in self-doubt, self-hate, a lot of bad self things. And I committed 2.5, 3 years ago to doing everything I could to loving myself and knowing myself truly. And through human design, gene keys, astrology, yoga, meditation, breath work, all of these tools and modalities have given me life. They've given me ways to truly understand the light codes within me that only I have in the unique combination that I have. And this is how you work too. And that is why I'm here. And that's what Club Cosmic is about. And what I'm here to share through this channel is just a lot of different ways to connect to yourself. I am not here to tell anyone how to live their life, but I am here to hopefully channel through wisdom and guidance and inspiration to help you feel yourself, your true self. And I know this works. I know I do it well, and I know I've done it my whole life. I just didn't quite own it in the way that I am now. And it's still terrifying right now to be saying this outside of my comfortable little bubble in Mighty Networks. But I know, because I'm seeing in front of me, that these souls that are in this with me, that are fully self-responsible of their healing, of their process, of their life, are getting something from the activations, the awakenings, and the wisdom that I channel through. It is not me. None of this is me. I hit play and I stream consciousness. I always have. And I know that now. It never used to make sense to me when I'd stand at the front of a class teaching yoga or leading meditation or running a retreat. But the way that I've got in my way the most is by thinking that I needed to be more, that I wasn't enough, that I had to prove that I knew something. And that's not how I work. That's not how my channeling works. It works in the here, in the now. I know the truth in the now, and what needs to come through comes through. I can't plan it. I can't control it. And let me tell you, it's terrifying to know that the only way that my soul, I'm getting emotional, that my soul is going to be content, because I've done the work. And in all the areas of my life, through loving myself and not settling, I have beyond my wildest dreams. But I have this deep knowing. I didn't want to cry. I have this deep knowing that won't leave me alone, and is just like making it so that everything else isn't quite working peacefully. There's still, these cosmic activations that are challenging me, because my soul knows that I need to be more visible, because the divine energy that channels and streams through me is meant to be heard by more. And it's humbling and terrifying. And I made a commitment to myself and to a group of souls who have invested a lot of trust and love and energy into me over the last little while. And I'm here leading them in how to trust themselves and do the things that they feel called to do, especially the things that scare them the most, that make no sense, that they don't know how they're going to work out, and that scare them of, all the things in their head that might go wrong, and the things that the people in their head that they're afraid of saying might say. All those things I'm telling everyone else to push through. And I've been sitting here doing a lot of big things with them, but knowing that I had to go bigger. And here we are. I really hope that I post this. And if you're still listening, I hope it's for good reason. And I hope that you're getting something from this. So when I stream, my whole body feels like radio static. Like, when we're kids, dating myself, and we had TVs that after you go past the TV guide channel, it's just static. That's what it feels like, for anyone curious. And if you're curious, I'll talk more about all this streaming things, but that really is it. And I know that that's what it is like. It's like, this has been happening to me since I was at least 5, by the way. Probably younger. I don't know, somewhere between 3 and 5, I started feeling this. And when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I was told it was anxiety, and everything in me knew it wasn't. But yeah, it's just literally my whole body is buzzing, because that's what happens when they take over. So I really do know that if you're still listening, it is because you are here to receive some knowing. And so back to where I started with this. There is no way to do it perfectly other than your way. And I'm going to thank Jackie, who's in our community, and just our cosmic community as a whole, because 100% I would not be here right now if it weren't for you all trusting in me and in you. But I've been doing live wake up meditation channeling sessions every morning, and Jackie brought up that one of the ways that she's seeing the most, she's like in her way, is by needing to be perfect, to needing things, her health, her everything to be perfect for her to do what she's here to do. And the biggest thing that's come through, that streamed through, that hit me so deep, and that is why I'm here today, is because we need to stop trying. Okay, I'm going to rewind for a second. So I adore Bree Brown, and she's one of the many people, and there's many, that have helped me get here. And I'm trying not to share everything in one video. I will share more, but truly, I remember when she said she's I don't remember what book it is or whatever, but where she said she's like a recovering perfectionist, and I identified with that so much. But the thing that I'm coming to now, and there was a time and a space where I needed that. I have a Virgo rising, I am always, and I'm Libra as fuck with a Scorpio moon. I want balance and harmony and perfection, but I also have this deep, also why I'm here after the Scorpio full moon and lunar eclipse, finally stepping fully into my power. I couldn't pretend anymore, but back on track. I'm a squirrel, because so much is coming through. But I spent a lot of time realizing that I didn't need to be perfect, that things didn't need to look perfect, that I didn't need to look perfect, that there didn't need to be perfection in the way that I conditioned myself when I was too young to know was how I got pride and praise and love, as we all do. But now what I'm realizing is that we all need to look at this totally different. And I feel like if you're here, you need to hear this. And this is the biggest thing coming through. This is the biggest up level the cosmos have for us right now in this season that we're in. Still in Taurus season, going into May, and I'll be back with more. As long as you guys keep showing up, I'll keep showing up. So we are perfect. There is literally nothing and no one else that is us. There is no way for us to not be perfect other than trying to be anything else. So let me explain a little bit better. When, I'm going to guess we've all experienced times where like you're not doing something because you feel like you need another certification, or you need to know more, or you need that graphic to look better, or you need your words to be more perfect, your grammar, whatever it is that's holding you back. You need to, you need anything to be different, to be worthy of showing up how you are meant to be showing up. Because you have some idea in your head of what the perfect version of you is and needs to be. And for some reason, we've taught ourselves and conditioned ourselves that it's different than us just being who we are, right? Am I alone in this? Like, let me know below in the comments. This isn't just an algorithm thing. Like, I really want to know, and I am going to read the comments. Are you still here? And am I alone in this? Like, how many of you have done so much of the work and you're here and you're like really seeing and getting it, but you're like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to be on YouTube, and I don't have the perfect lighting, and I could not be showing up right now because I still haven't got the right mics, and I'm using my fucking AirPods as my mic right now because that's all I had today. But I'm here because I'm trusting that the content and the messages are why you're here over the sound and the lighting. Okay? But I have spent years using these things to stop me from showing up. And I took that out of my way when I created the Limitless Self-Mastery School that I have created, that is like my favorite thing I've ever done in my whole life. And one day I'll share it with you all, but I'm really just loving what it is right now. And so what I've realized and what's came through the strongest is that if we can see that us being us in the moment, just truly who we are in our naked, sacred truth, there is nothing more perfect. There is nothing more divine. Because take a second to think about this. Where are you, anywhere in your life where you think you aren't good enough? You need to know more, be better, have a more perfect way of whatever, have something figured out before you can do the thing that you just fucking want to do? Like, who are you competing with? I feel like so many of us right now are competing with previous versions of ourselves that didn't get it fully, because we're constantly elevating into higher levels of consciousness, whether we like it or not, whether we're aware of it or not. And the more you come to the present moment, you are going to awaken, you are going to expand. But so many of us avoid it because in the now, there's a lot of pain, because there's so many things that we haven't dealt with on the inside. And all of that, when you get to the root of it, are ways that you weren't there for yourself. Like, at the truest form, when I do any kind of work with anyone right now, from human design to anything, at the root, everyone is in their way because they are not feeling safe to become truly intimate with themselves and reveal their power to themselves. We are all so afraid of our truth and our power. And the healing is always going to be needed. We are here on a journey of self-mastery in this human form. Our souls chose to come to this body, to this home, for this experience, to evolve, to, do karmic things. And we came with gifts and knowings and innate abilities within us that drive and guide us forward to the path that we're truly here for. Like, we do have an owner's manual. We have multiple, right? Between human design, gene keys, your natal chart, breath work, there's so many ways that we can connect to ourselves and know. But at the end of the day, if you're not willing to actually intimately connect to that knowing, to the truth of who you are, it doesn't fucking matter. And this is where I stayed blocked. And honestly, this is where I stopped. I stopped doing human design readings. I stopped showing up with the magic that I'm here to give, because that's what I kept seeing. I was very grateful to be able to give people those ahas. There's nothing more. I fucking love human design. It changed and saved my life, and more will be coming to this channel. It is such a powerful tool, but there's a lot to that system that I also don't love. There's a lot of ways and a lot of words in it that are disempowering and triggering. And I do my best in a 60 or 90 minute reading to have people see the light and the magic that I see in them. But then we go out into the world and we have these new awakenings and life happens. And it's like, well, my partner doesn't care that I'm a sacral generator, right? Like, my kids don't care that I've just learned these things. They're still treating me the same. And the awakenings almost make it harder. In some cases, not all. I totally love human design. I'm not in any way talking negatively about it, because I think everyone needs to know theirs. Everyone. I just think that we all need to take self-responsibility in all of these systems, in all of these ways, and apply them to our lives how best fits us. It's the same with food. It's the same with clothes. It's the same with makeup. It's the same with everything. We are sovereign beings, and it's time to stop giving our power away. And I don't know about you, but I'm just over thinking that anyone has any better idea of how I'm here to be than me. And at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure I've said that multiple times, but at the end of the day, all you have is you, right? You have no control of anything outside of you. You really don't know what's going to happen and who's going to be there. And we spend way too much time abandoning ourselves to please others so they don't abandon us. We spend way too much time doing and proving and trying to get validation outside of ourselves, that truly all we need is to validate ourselves on the inside. But that doesn't happen until we show up as us. Because, and I'm gonna wrap this up because we're like 45 minutes in. Truly, I'm lost. I just lost my whole train of thought, my whole streaming. Where was I going with that? I don't know. It's for another video, or maybe it'll come back before I finish this. It'll probably come back. I don't know. At the end of the day, you got you, and that's it. And 2 days ago, something really magical happened to me. It could have been really bad, and it wasn't, it isn't, and it just was that like final wake-up call. And yeah, someone swerved into my lane going real fast, and I was in a very high state of consciousness in the moment, and something took over me and moved me and my car with barely any space to move off the road, and no one was hurt. I am fine. And I truly do believe it was a divine at play, just giving me that ultimate, like, we really truly never know what is next or how long we have. And I don't know about you, but I really am enjoying this human experience, and I want to stay around in this body for a lot longer. So apparently sharing this on YouTube is important. I am told this message needs to be heard and shared, because it's one of the things, like, I know we all have these moments, and these wake-up calls, but after it happened, just really seeing like the only regret that I would have had if like that was it for me on, I guess it was Sunday. What is it, Monday? It was Saturday, I think it was Saturday. Is if that was it for me, I would be okay, because I truly trust and know, like, I'm limitless. We are limitless, guys. We are limitless light and love. And it can't be hurt. The true parts of us can't be hurt. The truth of us. But our souls came here for this human experience, and mine came for a very vast one. It came to experience a lot of things. And now more than ever before, like, I am happier and more whole, and just in every way so blessed. And I've been so annoyed by the fact that I just can't fully feel at peace, and not like I'm doing it wrong, because I'm not putting myself fully out there, and I'm not owning who and what I am and the magic that I have. And like, it's also super fucking hypocritical of me. So this video is apparently to call myself out. This is, by the way, not at all what I was going to do on this call. Not at all. But hopefully I'm brave enough to post it. Okay, I'm just going to keep telling myself that. But I am being hypocritical if I keep having these women show up to learn from me, and I'm telling them that they are worthy, and that they just need to be them, and they need to do what they want to do, and trust in the moment, and just stop trying to figure it out and feel it out. And I got here today to record, and I'm sitting here for way too long trying to figure out what I'm going to come on and talk about. And I just heard, in the way that I hear and know, just hit record and fucking talk. And as soon as I did, the streaming started, and here we are. And I am so grateful if you are still listening, and if you let me know that in any way this resonates with you. It will help me have the strength to push through. I'm not putting it on you, but it would help if you liked and subscribed and commented below. Because here's the thing, I'm not going to not show up. That was already a given, and I'm already doing it. And I know a lot of you are too. But it's always this or better. There is always more. You know, I said this in our moon ceremony on Friday night, and it apparently resonated really deep with everyone. Because currently I'm surrounded by a lot of women that are really doing the work. And even though they're going through all of these crazy shifts and there's so much shit happening in their lives, they're enjoying it because we need the pleasure and the pain. But when we wake up to higher levels of consciousness and we can see in the moments that shit is hard and things are changing and we are, instead of avoiding and numbing and running, we're awake and conscious and in it and honest with ourselves, even when we're not being our highest self, we are growing and we are evolving. And that empowerment and that knowing is more rewarding than anything else, in my opinion. Like, there is truly nothing better than being present in the moment and seeing your healing and seeing your growth and seeing yourself, feeling yourself, show up for yourself. And to sit with a group of women and have women be like, some women, are really in it right now because there's a lot happening for us. Anything, like I've been saying this for the last couple months, anything that's not working out is because it's not meant to anymore. It is not for you anymore. And we have all been holding on and doing so many things for so long that did serve us that just simply aren't anymore. And it's not making sense to our humanness because it's like, but this has worked and this has been safe and this has supported me and this is, the way I've done things, and how do I possibly do different and what will come of it? And it's very chaotic. But you need to know that it's because whatever is going on and has been going on, if you look honestly at it, there are ways that you are not choosing yourself, that you're exhausted, that you're burnt out, that you're run down, that you're not living your divine design, that you're not enjoying your life. You're here, if you're here still an hour in listening to this, you're out there doing the work, right? You're listening to things like this. You're trying to find yourself. You're telling the universe and your highest self that you want more, that you want better, right? And you're trying to find and feel and move through all the things challenging you. But you're still holding on. You're still holding on to things out of safety and comfort. And it's okay. I'm not telling you to just end and uplift. You should uplift your life. Upturn, flip, upside down. I don't know. Flip your life upside down. And just change it all. I mean, if you feel deeply called to, if that feels right for you, go for it. But if that's going to create deep stress and pressure in you, don't. But wake up to the things that aren't working and start to follow things that do. And trust that if you start to create space, because I promise you, not everything in your life right now is needed and necessary. There are ways currently. Be honest with yourself right now. What ways currently, maybe be honest with all of us and share below, what ways currently are you not showing up for you? What ways currently are you not trusting yourself? Be honest. Because if just the awareness of that will start to shift it. And then you'll start to let things go. It just will happen naturally. You don't need to figure out how. Consciousness is everything. If you get conscious in the now of what is and isn't working over and over again, it will be revealed what you need to do. You don't need to worry. Okay? I promise. You need to be intimately honest with yourself and show up for yourself in the moment, and it will all be revealed. But as you start to reveal and you are honest with yourself, you then have to be willing to follow through, to follow the inspired action, the guidance of your soul, and let go of the commitments, the relationships, the jobs maybe that just aren't serving your highest. Because you need space to be able to say yes to what you are here for. You need space to be able to create. And it is not easy when we have been conditioned otherwise. But I truly know that money, that material things, that people do not create our happiness. They can all amplify it. They can all make life a lot more fun. The people, the things, the money. But at the end of the day, if you aren't happy in you, none of it fucking matters. Nothing is more important than your mental health. Nothing is more important than you being able to be happy within yourself no matter what happens. And so many of us have lost touch with our truth, because even those of us that have been more conscious and doing the work, what I've seen is that a lot of us that have been living in this spiritual self-help world for the last couple decades, waking up more and more, we are harder on ourselves than anyone else. Because we know, and we should know better, and we are so fucking hard on ourselves when we do the things that we know we shouldn't do. And when we hold ourselves back, and when we choose relationships or patterns that we know we're not meant to, and then we add that to our self-doubt bank, right? And it's just time to stop that, straight up. There's no more time or space for it. That is your cosmic up level today, is there's literally no more space for self-doubt. Let's just go full on. Let's just go full on Courtney right now. If you know that you are here, if in any way it resonates, calls to you, that you are here to live experiencing the fifth dimension, if you know you are here for a higher purpose, if you are intrigued by what it means to shift timelines and flip your paradigm. I know a lot of people, I'm learning a lot of people don't know what these things mean. I'll explain more in in future videos, I'm sure, if I keep doing this YouTube thing. Because I am learning that so many people, humans, are ready to understand, but don't know how. And my human, insecure, self-doubting self is freaking the fuck out right now in any way, sharing that I know the way to experience the 5D, to really see and know that you are the creator of your reality, that you are the heaven on earth, you are the dreams and the desires that you are looking for. It is all you. It is all your perception of the world around you. And this may be way over your head. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not. I'm really hoping that YouTube brings me the people that need to hear from me. Because I know I'm not alone. I know, because so many of you are here with me in my Club Cosmic world. So, back on track. It's all consciousness. That's what it is. I'm literally here. The only thing I don't even know. I have a really hard time. Like labeling what I am. But I know, if there's one thing I know for sure, it's that I am here to be a catalyst of consciousness, to help you see that there is more to this reality than your third dimensional conditioning, that it needs to be hard, that you aren't worthy because when you were 7, you did something that upset with someone. Like that this conditioned world that we live in any way holds us back from believing in our own sovereignty is it literally, I can't. It hurts me so deeply to see people not getting that they are the creator, that you are in control, that you get to choose. But at the same time, I know, because I had to go through it, that it doesn't just happen overnight, that we need to go through our own process of waking up. And that's what this is all about. It's constantly awakening more and more in the moment, letting the moments of your life reveal the truth that you are. Because you can do all the courses, you can take all the things, do all the yoga, all the breath work, so that in the future things are better. But when you see that doing all those things is really just so that in the moment you have the strength and self-knowing and you start to apply it, that is where truly the magic happens. Truly. You have to know yourself to be yourself. And your purpose here is to be the divine, self-expressed you that you're designed to be. Because you truly are. You are truly divinely designed. You are perfection. You are the only you. And I'm going to leave you guys with this because I really should end this call. And I truly could do this like all day, every day. But what I'm hearing I need to end this with is knowing that if you're here hearing this right now, that the cosmos, source, your highest self, the divine energy that is everything, wants you to know that you are ready and you are worthy, and all you need to do is trust yourself. You have just, whether you are aware of it or not, we have just moved through so much energy that is shifting and uplifting and revealing to us more and more of the truth of who we are and who we aren't. And it's time to stop worrying about how to fix or change anything. Change is inevitable. Change is happening every moment. You are not the same as you were an hour ago, a year ago, a month ago, a day ago, whatever. We are always changing. The thing that gets in our way is trying not to, by thinking we know how to. We just need to let it fucking happen through allowing life to teach us and lead us and guide us. And if you follow the truth of your heart, the truth of your soul, which will show up in those callings, and when it comes to human design, back to that, the most important thing for anyone that's out there that knows, loves, gets, is intrigued by human design, and this is all of this, by the way, is just Courtney's view on life. Okay? So, disclaimer, this is Courtney's view. Take it as you need to. The most important thing I think about human design is to, if you're like, this is even new to you and you don't even know where to begin, understand your inner authority. Because that will take you everywhere that you need to go. There's a lot of other work that's probably going to need to happen so that you can trust it. But man, when you understand that and you let it guide you, it will never get you wrong. It just won't. It's just that when we were really little and just trusted it innately, things got confusing for many reasons that we can't change. And we need to see it was our process. We have all just been rebirthed. whether you're aware of that or not, whether you want to admit to it or not. So many of us. I was going to come on today and talk about ascension symptoms because we're all feeling and experiencing it in many different ways, and I'm not going to go into that now. If you want that video, let me know below. Let me know whatever you want below. Give me ideas. Call out to me. I'm a sacral generator, okay? I don't get to initiate. I need to respond to things. So let me know below what you want if you're still listening. And maybe no one is. I don't know. Okay. I don't know anymore where I am. So I'm just going to end this. Sorry if I just didn't finish a point. There's too much channeling through me and my whole body feels like it's going to explode into light. Just, that is a thing that I feel often when I'm streaming. So if ever it happens, I'm okay. I'm content. Don't worry about me. Can't believe I just said that on camera. Okay. I'm going to stop now because whoever channels through me, it's divine energy, it's divine consciousness, it's the cosmos, it's higher selves. I am aware of that. It is terrifying to put out publicly, but whatever, fuck it. What do I got to lose? The more I do this, hopefully my humanness stops filtering, because the energy, the consciousness that streams through me is really funny, and it really likes to rhyme. And I hold back because my humanness is like, that sounds lame and you're not that funny. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. I've called myself out fully in this video. So hopefully I post it, hopefully you watch it, and hopefully I do more. I'm hoping all of this for me. And because I want to be, I truly, like, genuinely, what I just had, okay, I swear I'm gonna end this after this point. When I sat here about to record, going crazy, and was like about to leave, just give up on even recording today, because I was so in my head. And I was like, fuck it. What do I have to lose to just hit record, have no control, and let whatever come through? And then I was like, still scared. And I was like, okay, thought of all of you that are currently in this with me, and you know who you are. And I thought about all of you, really, and what I would say to you. And then I was like, well, I'm just being a fucking asshole if I don't do this. If I don't press play, then you all should really stop paying and trusting me, because that's just not fair. So here I am doing the things I committed to under the Scorpio full moon. So all of you watching this that committed with me to your own things, do the damn thing. It's your turn now, because I did it. So now it's you. And go. Okay. If you're still here, if you got anything from this, if you want more of this, please subscribe, please like, please comment below, please share this video with anyone that you think needs to hear Courtney's craziness. And I mean that with all of the love. I mean, I have a crazy little thing tattooed on my arm. I own it fully. Okay? Because this is really fun. And this is literally all I want to do with my life. So I'm hoping and wishing and praying that this works. And not in a way where, like, I become some famous YouTuber, but just in the way that who hears my message receives it. That's all I want. I've been asking, this is my last point, I promise. I've been asking the universe to just show me the way for whoever needs my magic to receive it. And it just keeps fucking telling me YouTube. And it seems really weird to me, but it's what it's telling me. And I'm 1 hour and 11 minutes and 11 seconds in right now. So on that note, I love you. Goodbye. Mwah.